Okay, tonight we are reading Jane Doe in the Cradle of All Worlds. We're up to the chapter called Open Night at the Casket Buffet. This surging broth, these pummeling waves, the roar and wind of water. We splash around corners, scrape along walls, and shoot over staircase waterfalls. Always that moment of weightlessness, a turn in the stomach, a yelp and sudden drop as we slap back to the whitewash, only to be carried swiftly away again. I'm terrified, sure, but focused too. The path to the Hall of Waterfalls unravelling so clearly in my mind, it's like I'm back in the dream. I know exactly where we have to go. I shout directions, guided by feeling as much as memory. Hard right, left, straight ahead, nice and easy. We've only got one shot at this. If we miss a turn, there's no going back. Balcony waterfalls soak us to the bone. We duck under toppled columns and slip around broken statues, stone heads like boulders. Giant hands reaching up from the water. We splash into a lake, and it's exactly how I remember it. An unseen ceiling, pillars disappearing into darkness, a distant gurgling roar, like a giant drain. There's a whirlpool in here. Head right, I shout. Right, right, right! The water's choppy. The whirlpool tries to suck us in, but Hickory and Violet steer us clear. We join the new current and make it to the far side of the lake in no time. That way, I point. Third arch along. And we're back to the rapids of the hallways and corridors. We're getting closer. I can feel it. Left, left, I shout. We're nearly there. But as soon as the words leave my mouth, we hit a stone head. The boat lurches. We spin, miss the turn, and shoot off to the right instead. Hold on, Violet screams. We soar over another waterfall and hit the rapids again. Rapids. Again, 2 seconds later. The force of it bounces me backwards. I should land on Hickory, but Hickory isn't there. I look back. He's dangling from a chandelier above the falls. Must have been flung up there when we shot over the edge. I can hear him shout, "Wait!" Over. He shouts, "Wait!" over the roar of the rapids. But then we round a corner and he's gone. "Duck!" Violet shouts. A low arch. We shoot through it into darkness. The boat drops out from under us. We hold on tight, spinning round and round, down and down, slamming and scraping against a wall. It's a spiral staircase. We pop from the bottom like a cork from a bottle, skip along the surface like a stone, shaken, drenched and grasping. This new corridor's wider, lit by a few torches on the wall. The water's calmer but just as swift. We call out to Hickory again and again, scan the black water. He's nowhere in sight. That's when we notice the skins floating in the water. There's more snagged on the torch brackets just above the surface. A little further on, the water's thick with them. Uh-oh, I say, not good. Violet points her rifle downriver at the wall of darkness fast approaching. The torches down there have been ripped from the walls or swept away by the water. Keep your arms and legs inside the boat, she says quietly. Don't make a sound. But we have to head back somehow and pick up the trail too. I said be quiet. The darkness swallows us. The roar of the flushing stairwell fades to a growl, and I wonder why it is that whenever you need it to be extra quiet, your breathing gets extra loud. A tiny splash in the dark. Something knocks the boat. They're here, Violet whispers. Another 2 bumps rock the boat. Then we hear it, the soft chirrup croaking all around us. Slippery scraping sounds too. I'd like to think we're safe so long as we stay in the boat. But the creature back at the station shed its skin on dry land, which means we're kids in an open casket. Snacks on a floating dinner plate. We spin round a corner in the dark. The current picks us up again. A distant growl gets louder, probably another set of stairs ahead. But first, 3 dots of light. Candles on a chandelier drifting closer. Shapes emerge. Violet crouched up front, the empty candle brackets on the walls, and there, not far below them, the creatures, dozens of them gliding through the water all around us, their tails like slithering snakes. We float under the chandelier, and with the brighter glow comes the details I'd rather not see. Gills, a pinkish gleam, swollen pouches of skin where their eyes should be, flashes of teeth and claw and forked tongues flicking, rings of strange frilly things around their necks, around every neck, webbed feathers made of skin that bristle and twitch. Why aren't they attacking us? What are they waiting for? Violet goes to hand me the plank, a weapon now, not a paddle, but it's unwieldy with the rifle. She fumbles it at the last second. The plank knocks her seat. Not much of a noise, but more than enough. A creature leaps from the water and smacks, full-bodied, into the side of the boat. Then another, and another. We rock and almost roll. I clench my eyes shut and think rocking chair, but it doesn't help one bit. Then the biggest splash and thud yet rocks the boat, not side to side like the others, but back to front, up and down. One of the creatures has leapt into the boat. It's sitting right behind me. I can hear it breathing, smell sour milk and rotting fish. I open my eyes and Violet's staring back at me, holding a finger to her lips. She points at her eyes and shakes her head. It can hear us, but it can't see us. She aims the rifle at the creature behind me. I lean forward slowly, sticking a finger in each ear, getting ready for the blast. The creature's tail hits my side, snakes around my stomach. The breathing becomes a hiss, a snarl, and I shout, "Now, shoot!" and Violet pulls the trigger. The creature's blown from the boat along with my eardrums, but I can't worry about that now. The creatures attack from all sides, leaping from the water, trying to scramble aboard. We're surrounded by a frenzy of snarls and chirrup croaks, whipping tails and whitewash. Violet empties her rifle. I grab the plank and start swinging. Don't notice the staircase until it's too late. The boat drops away beneath me, dragging my guts down with it. But this time, I'm not holding on. This time I go flying through the dark, about to take a swim with the creatures. Next chapter is The Nest. Staircase waterfalls are the worst, especially the several tiered ones. I'm airborne. I hit the water. I'm airborne. I'm hit the water. I'm airborne. I swept away, blasted out, dunked and tumbled again. I steal breaths when I can, but they're shallow. Water, air, water, air, water, water, water. Where's the air? The staircase must have ended. I'm being swept through a flooded corridor. I need air, I need air, I need air. Lots of it. I've been shot out into a pillared hall. I'm flying, flipping, falling down, down, down. I catch a glimpse of flaming torches, wooden platforms, another indoor lake rushing towards me. Where's the boat? Where's Violet? I'm screwed. All alone. I hit the surface hard and shoot under, bubble-washed and dazed. I'm sinking, suspended in the dark, just like in my dream, but there's something different about this water, something strange. It's thick, soupy, and warm. My eyes sting when I open them. Something grabs my arm. I fight it, try to get away, but the grip tightens. 5 fingers, not a claw. It's Violet. Her arm wraps around my chest. I can feel her legs kicking, so I kick too, and before I know it, we're half sprawled over a low wooden platform, coughing and spluttering, wiping stringy bits of slime from our eyes. I feel in my pockets for the key. Still there, still safe. I don't suppose there's any point telling you to calm down, Violet says beside me. The jetty's trembling. I'm causing another quake. Uh-oh, not now. Gotta think happy thoughts. But I can hear the creatures all around us, snarls and chirrup croaks. They're dropping down the waterfall behind us, spilling from an archway near the ceiling, an upstairs gallery that seems to wrap all the way around the hall. One of the creatures lands on the back of our upturned boat. The rest dive into the muck and disappear. We pull ourselves clear of the water, take in the scene. A forest of pillars and jetties, a network of tall ladders and wooden platforms fixed like treetop balconies. multiple levels of them, sagging rope bridges connecting them all, rotten wood, frayed rope, clumps of skin, chandeliers glimmer in the darkness above, torches burn on every pillar. The hall's enormous, but I can just make out a jumbled heap of cages, shacks and sheds built against the far wall, soaring right up to the gallery. We're in an old leatherhead stronghold, another abandoned station. Violet's lost her gun. Any bright ideas? Head for the station, I say. Don't get eaten. We run. Creatures leap from the rotten broth, landing on the jetties left and right, their pinkish skin so pale it's almost see-through. They dart alongside us, behind us, tails stiff and pointed, webbed feathers bristling, 10 creatures, 20, a whole bloody pack on the hunt. The jetty splits into two paths. Violet takes the left. I want to follow, but a creature lunges from the water and snaps at my heels. So right it is. The jetty lurches. One of the pillars beside me cracks. A chunk of stone breaks free and splashes into the muck. Happy thoughts, Jane. Coconuts. Dad. Violet. Where is she? The jetty sways. I leap for a ladder and scramble up as fast as I can. A rung snaps. The bottom half of the ladder falls away beneath me, but it doesn't stop the creatures. They leap from the collapsing jetty and climb the surrounding pillars like cats up a tree. There's a platform above me, a rope bridge. I pull myself up and run. The bridge bounces beneath me, the woven handrails swaying like skipping rope. I find a long, dead leatherhead slung over the platform on the other side, the machete still clutched in its hand. I pry it loose and hack at the ropes behind me till they snap. The bridge collapses, taking 3 creatures down with it. But I'm not out of this yet. The creatures keep on coming, leaping from the water, running along the other bridges, climbing the other pillars, streaming in from the arched gallery lining the walls. The place is overrun. I bounce and leap towards the station, swinging the machete, cutting ropes. When I find myself cornered, I climb another ladder up to the next level up, a dizzying height. I catch a glimpse of Violet far below, swinging a torch, sprinting to the station. She's nearly there. The water all around her is ringed with red. There's something down there, something in there. 3 bridges later, I'm on the final stretch, sprinting towards a doorway at the top of the station, creatures snarling at my heels. I want to run faster, but the bridge is too unstable. I'm halfway across when the ropes make a whipping sound. Uh-oh. I ditch the machete, hit the deck and hold on tight. The bridge splits clean in half right beneath me and I swing down, 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 holding on tight. The creatures fall. My feet nearly hit the foul-smelling red slop, but a tangle of rope stops the bridge from swinging any further. I'm jerked back, dangling inches above the surface. Not slop, eggs. Millions of them, a mass of creature spawn clustered in the water, all around the station, up the walls. This is the creatures' home, their nest. We've run right into it. Not good, I mutter. Very gross. Violet shouts my name, already inside. I climb the fallen bridge like a ladder, 1 story, 2 stories, 3. Reaching for the platform now, I grunt, haul myself up, and come face to face with a set of snarling teeth, a forked tongue, a bristling ring of webbed feathers. The creature lunges. I drop back down and swing to the underside of the bridge. Some of the creatures below have sensed me again and they're leaping from the egg muck, climbing the ladder bridge. I'm trapped. I look around for something, anything to help me. There, a single rope dangling behind me, and over on the station, 1 level down, 2nd floor, a window. All I have to do is leap and swing. The creature on the platform smashes its head through the wooden planks right above me, gnashing its teeth. I launch myself backwards, twist mid-air, grab the rope and swing, soaring above the egg slop and the creatures snapping at my heels. Honestly, it feels amazing. I missed the window, of course. Unfortunate miscalculation. Instead, I crashed through the wooden wall beside it. Crap! And straight through the floor beyond. Damn it! Before landing in a heap 1 story below. Violet's kneeling right in front of me, wide-eyed and open-mouthed, rattled as hell. Hey, I wheeze. Hey, she replies. Perfect timing, thanks. I stare blankly at her and she glances beneath me. It was about to eat me. I've landed on one of the creatures, squashed it, broken its neck. I yelp and scramble off it. Well, that was lucky, accidental, a fluke. I mean, yeah, I meant to do that. Of course you did. Violet almost smiles. A thump and a chirrup croak behind me. Violet's eyes bulge wide and I spin around. Another creature standing in the doorway, hissing, bristling, ready to strike. It leaps into the room and thwack, hits the floor, dead. My machete's lodged in its back. A second later, Hickory dives into the room. Shut the door! Shut the door! Violet leaps forward and throws her weight against it, slamming it shut on two more creatures mid-pounce. I barricade it with a heavy metal crate. The creatures pound the door. The wood cracks. Won't hold much longer. Wincing, puffing, I help Hickory to his feet. Not bad for an old man. He grimaces. You're welcome. Violet wrenches the machete from the creature's back. Follow me. We weave across the room, under the me-shaped hole in the ceiling, around the piles of junk. Have to get to the gallery. She scrambles up a ladder in the corner, find a door and hope the rooms shift. And so begins our scramble upstairs, climbing ladders, opening trapdoors, slamming them shut, dashing across rooms and barricading doors with barrels and crates. Nothing holds the creatures back for long. We slip on bits of egg muck, wade through clusters waist deep. By the time we burst out of the station onto the arched gallery, the creatures have doubled in number. They crawl over the roof, around the walls, hissing their tongues. There, I shout, pointing at the closest door. Go, go, go! We sprint along the gallery. The door's locked, but my trusty key sorts that out in a damn jiffy. I shove the door open, step into the roaring darkness beyond, and my toes feel nothing but air. I'm teetering on the edge of something. Hickory and Violet pull me back from the edge just in time. We slam the door behind us and huddle up against it, watching in wide-eyed wonder as the candles and torches flare to life all around us, lighting up the dark. We're standing at the edge of another broken bridge, only a metre away from a 100-foot drop. But we're not back at the chasm. We're in a tall circular chamber, and there are waterfalls, dozens of them, pouring from arches and balconies below us, beside us and above us. Some of them tumbling from such impossible heights, they're merely sheets of fine mist by the time they hit the whirlpool, the violent whirlpool of water surging around the bottom. This is it. We've found it. The Hall of Waterfalls. We've made it at last. But where do we go from here? We're trapped, stranded. There are no stairs leading from this cracked and slippery ledge. The whirlpool far below spits and swirls. The door trembles at our backs. The creatures aren't giving up. I scan the archways for any signs of Mum, but the few that aren't gushing water are empty. The place is deserted. A shout over the roar of water. Tell her we're here. We need her. Come out. I can feel the panic rising again. The ledge shaking and crumbling at my feet. The quakes building again. Violet yells at me, tells me to stop, but I can't. She's here. She has to be. The door shudders at our backs again. A claw slashes the wood between my head and Hickory's. He screams in my ear. We need to go. Climb around the walls right now. We can't leave, I shout. We need her. It's the only way. More snarls and chirrup croaks. Way up to our right. Some of the creatures have found another way into the hall. They're twitching their webbed feathers at us from another broken bridge. One of them leaps onto the wall, starts crawling down towards us. Others follow. But that isn't the worst of it. Something else is coming too. There, far beyond the creatures, a pinprick of strange white light, soft, crisp and cold, shining from an archway on the top of the chamber, glowing brighter and brighter. I stare at the light, captured by it like a moth to a flame. Is it Wrath? A troop of leatherheads? But then it comes, that dawning realization, like a kick to the guts. This is something bigger, something worse. Spectre, Hickory says, shrinking away from the light. No, no, no! Talk about a rock in a hard place. The white light shines brighter, filling the hall. I expect the creatures to scatter, but they don't. They're still coming for us, leaping from ledge to ledge, scrambling down the walls. And why wouldn't they? They can't see the light. They have no idea what's coming. What do we do, Hickory? Violet shouts. I scan the empty archways again, my gaze dropping to the whirlpool once more, that swirling void. I know exactly what we need to do, where we need to go. As much as I hate it, as much as I fear it, the manor has already shown me the way. Violet was right. My mum isn't here. This isn't the end of the path. We jump, I say. I take Violet's hand in mine, entwine my fingers through hers. I grab Hickory's hand too, because he's come this far with us. Maybe he really is supposed to be here after all. He nods at me. I turn and I nod at Violet. Incredibly, in the face of so much danger, she smiles, outshining the spectre, filling me with a different kind of light, warm and glowing. See you on the other side, kid, she says, and as the door crashes open behind us, we jump.